Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd hop on real quick and I wanted to test the Mosaic Iron-On. I had done a project yesterday. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but I had some issues with it. It turned out that my Cricut fine point blade was actually a little bit too dull to be cutting the Mosaic vinyl properly. So I promised myself I would come back and do another one with the fresh brand new blade from beginning to end, and also use a shirt that was better, probably better formatted for using vinyl. The shirt I was using yesterday was a combination of cotton, modal, and spandex, and this shirt I'm going to use today is just straight up 50-50 cotton and polyester, and so I thought I'd give it another go. So here it is. I love this one. Of course, we love our furry family members here. We both have a dog and a cat, but I thought this would be great, be my good dog walking shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I have it the size that I want already, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Make It. And as always, if it's an iron-on, you want to mirror your project, click Continue. It's going to locate my maker. Okay, and I'm going to click Browse All Materials. I'm just going to go ahead and type in Mosaic. And I don't have the sparkle one, at least that's not what I'm using today. So I'm using the Holographic Iron-On Mosaic. And click Done. And then it tells you right here, make sure your mirror is turned on and iron-on material is face down on the mat. So in other words, the shiny side is down. All right, so I'll meet you on over at the maker in just a moment. Okay, so this is the color that I'm going to be using, and it was the last sheet of the one that I was using yesterday from the Aurora sampler. So sorry if my camera has a hard time focusing. It gets thrown off by these shiny dots. All right, so I'm going to load my mat. I'm just going to carefully peel back my mat. It's pretty new, so it's very sticky. Okay, so I can see the heart here. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to trim it down a little bit. That way I can save my scraps. Alrighty. Looks good. So now the trick with this is that, not really a trick, but it's just different. There's two liners to this. So there's the main one that you can see here, and then there's another one once we pull back the main liner. So what you want to do is turn it so the dull side is up. You want to take your pick, and this is the part that it takes a little bit to get it going, but once you find it, then it becomes super, super easy. So I'm going to start in this corner here. It looks like okay, so it looks like I got it going. So I'm just going to pull this back, and then see that it wants to give away. It's just getting that first corner going. And see, now I don't know if you noticed that, like right there, if I just kept going, it would have just kept tearing it more, which is fine, except for that I want it to kind of go with this part of the heart. So either way, it's going to work for you, but just be careful because this will tear. So just kind of be cognitive of where your design is and where you're pulling and tugging. See, there's a part right there that just tore. Looks like it might have just tore the heart. We'll see. I was getting kind of fast and not being as careful. So actually that's where the paw is, so I think I lucked out. I hope so. It's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes too, I've noticed that like the part that keeps laying down here, sometimes you might want to just trim it off. We've almost got it here. Okay, good. So I didn't actually tear it. That was just part of the design where the heart stops. Yay! Alrighty. So there it is. It's got a couple little pieces of the metallic, or not metallic, but there we go. The mosaic, I should say. Alrighty, so let me get my mat out since this part's done. Set this right here. And I've got my heat press heating up. We're going to do 330. I looked it up. I've got the Easy Press 2, and I looked it up on the Cricut heat guide. This is just a regular 50% cotton, 50% polyester t-shirt. Make sure it's all smoothed out. It's lined up. All right. Let me just, didn't actually measure this, just should be fine. Yeah, I'm cutting it close, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to preheat. There we go. For about 5 seconds. Same thing, 330. I want to put it face down, get my ruler for my guide. I love using this Cricut ruler. It turns out perfect for bringing shirts, measuring them how you want them down. All right. I'm going to cover this up. Looks good. You don't have to use one of these, but Cricut says that you can. Okay. And now we're going to do the 30 seconds. And it says firm pressure. So now you want to flip the shirt over. And same thing. And do it for another 30 seconds. Okay, so it's a warm peel, and so what that means is right now it's hot, so we want to wait for approximately a minute. And what we'll do after this minute, we will take off the top layer, this part right here. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll peel this part back, and you want to hold down and kind of pull back. And then the second layer, we'll probably need that weed again, the weeder, and that's just to kind of go in horizontally and pick up that second liner sheet. So you'll see the process. It actually goes really well. And remember, it's not hard to do, it's just a little bit different than what we're used to with the regular iron-on vinyl. Another thing too to mention is if once we get down to where we're pulling off the second liner, as we're pulling it back, if we see a dot that looks like it's going to pull up with our liner, then we want to smooth it back down, put the heat press on it for maybe 5 or 10 more seconds, let it cool off another minute, and then try it again. Okay, I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to start in this corner here. It's coming off perfect. All right, this is nice. This is how it's supposed to work. All right, so now we've got the one more liner. So even though it looks all shiny and blingy and pretty, there's still one more layer of a clear liner piece on top of all of this. And so that's the part we're going to start taking off now. So again, like I was saying earlier, you want to kind of go on the edge, kind of go into it horizontally, just to kind of get a grasp of it. You don't want to poke through your shirt, obviously, with your pick. You just want to carefully get on up in there. I usually like to go between the dots, Trying to find a place to let me in. Looks like right there. Turn this a little bit sideways for me so I can kind of get a better angle on it. There we go. Okay, so again, you want to hold your finger down and just pull off lightly. So that one actually did have 2 of the dots, but they were all on the edge, so I'm not sure that that wasn't how it was supposed to do, but we'll see. We'll do another one, see how it goes. So again, I like to go between the dots and then just kind of pull up a little bit to get it going. And it kind of releases, and then all of a sudden you feel it. Okay, and then just pull off to the side like that. There we go. That one just maybe a little one. Looks like it's wanting to pull from the sides that I was doing. I'm going to try, actually, just to be certain, let me do this a little bit one more time. I'm not real happy with how those dots are coming off. So I'm going to do like they say, give it a little bit more heat. There we go. Let it cool. There we go. Oh, that's wanting to peel back as well. Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute. Okay, so we'll give it the full minute to cool down, see if that helps. So I gave it just a little bit more heat, about 10 seconds. Actually, I think it was like 15. So these, you can see the dots. So hindsight, looking back, what I should have done is, it was hard to tell when you're pulling back if it was sticking or not. That was the problem for me. I'm afraid if I get my head too close, then I block the view, but something to be aware of. So on here it got dots here and then one back here, or actually like that. Alexa, off. Okay. All right, we'll give this a shot again. Yay, no loss of dots. See if I can get this a little bit closer here. So I can grab just under it. There we go. All right. That one actually looked like it wanted to pull up this dot. So when we're done, I'm going to press it again. Let's get this little guy going. Okay, that one's wanting to peel up as well. You know what, I think I'm going to do it again. I'm almost wondering if it's cooling off too much. Hard to say. It's definitely hot. Still wanting to stick. Try another spot here. Try some tweezers. That kind of gets the angle going a little bit. Let's see right there, it wants to take that dot off. There we go. Okay, well this seems to be going good. Whoop, see? Alright, well, I really don't want that to stick again. Let's see how if this will go. It's not feeling good, so I'm going to do some more heat again. So I took off one. I thought about putting it back down. I'm like, it's not going to make a difference in the grand scheme of the design. So I'm going to start at this end. Looks like I got stuck on half of one of them rhinestones. Yeah, there we go. Kind of tore on its own there. Okay, got it going again. Make sure it's in camera for you. Lost part of one there. Part of several right there. That's what it feels like. It feels like it, almost like it gets to a certain point. So we'll heat that again. Okay. It's very blingy. I like it. So for me anyway, the trick seems to be a little bit where the tweezers are helping, at least getting the edge of it at such a nice little angle. That one, lost one of those. Just wanting to do it again. I don't know if I'll be able to save that, but we'll give it a shot. Okay. I think that was where it's at. I lost track. Feels like it's right there. Okay, so we'll see if we can get it here. There we go. All right, that's it. So I think total I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 little tiny pieces. Feels like there's something coming off there. I'm going to go ahead and heat it again. I'm going to do the full 30. And then I'll heat it from the back side. Alrighty, well, she's done. It's very cute. I like because it feels thin, like it's not there, which is really nice. It's not stiff. I definitely like that. Very lightweight. So I am very happy with it. It would be nice to know exactly why some of them, you know, having to heat something up 6 times makes me kind of wonder, but you know, this is only the second time I've used it, so like I said before, I'd rather me test this out than you guys go through it. So the trick seemed to be, as you notice, I was able to recover quite a few. So the trick did seem to be, if they weren't if the dots were starting to pull away, just put it right back down, heat it, let it cool just a little bit. You can see where I lost one of the rhinestones right here. So maybe I should have been a little bit more careful, but for the sake of video, I was trying not to take too long. But so keep this in mind. You know, I'll probably still be working with it some more because I still have some more, and I really like this material or this vinyl. So if I have any more updates, I'll definitely let you know. I'll keep you up to date in my videos. So please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you'll be notified of my next video. And in the meantime, create with love. Bye.